What's up, Elevate 88? I am coming to you live again in my car office. We're loving this for us. So I'm not going to be too long because I'm kind of hot in here, but I wanted to pop in here and say what's up, see how we're all doing. If you're here live, say hey. If you're on the replay, do a hashtag replay. What's up, Rachel? So I wanted to do a little riff because this morning in my mastermind, we were just going back and forth and I was sharing with some of them, hi Jam, I was sharing with some of them about how you don't need to have it all figured out to start. You don't need to have your whole dream figured out. You don't need to be perfect in whatever goal you're trying to achieve. You don't need to know the ins and outs of all the things to start to get the ball rolling. You can learn. I truly believe you can learn. Griffin! Yes, hi! I truly believe that you get to learn the process of the skill that you're wanting to be good at. You get to learn all of this while you step into the becoming process, while you are on, what are my words, Tanya? While you're in the process of becoming who you want to be, you still get to start. Even though you may not know where you're going, how you're going to do it, or you don't know all the answers, you still get to show up and begin manifesting these things into your life. So for example, I also, you guys, had an astrology reading this morning and it was freaking wild. It was wild. I had an astrology reading and an HD reading, a human design. So if anyone's familiar with those things, let me know. And, oh, I know, Griffin, I miss you too. But hopefully we'll see you in Elevate Mastermind soon and you get to be back into Voxer. You ask the best questions. I always love when Griffin's in Voxer. So I had this reading this morning and it was incredible to see how much of me and my energy and my thought process and my goals and the things are kind of written in the stars. Like so many things she was saying when she showed me my birth chart and all of these things, I was like, yes, that's me. That's what I do. That's how I think. Yes, correct. Like it was kind of wild. It was wild. So I'm going to go home and integrate kind of what I was told this morning and rewatch the recording because it went really long. It was like an hour and 45-minute call. So there was so much information, but I want to digest that before I speak on it and kind of let you guys know what I learned. But basically, from the conversations that we've been having in the mastermind and my personal journey in regards to creating a business, creating a life that I am in love with, going from one chapter of my life to another chapter of my life, the process that I went through for all of this was completely done in the unknown. I didn't really even know where I was going when I started to move. I didn't really know, yes, next month, Griffin, yes, we're looking forward to having you. Oh my God, Jen's going to be so stoked. Yes. I didn't know where this journey of self-discovery was actually going to lead me when I started putting myself in environments and in rooms that were expanding my thought. It wasn't like I started investing in myself with the grand plan of creating this business and having a mastermind and coaching clients and all of this. It all became the next step for me. Oh my God, that car was so close to my car. Have you guys ever experienced that when a car's parking and you're like, I'm in here, don't hit me. Don't hit me, please. Gosh, my train of thought is all over the place today. Okay, I was like, where was I? I didn't start investing with this grand plan of knowing exactly where I was going to go and who I was going to become. And I am a firm believer that you don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to know the outcome specifically. You don't even really need to know where exactly you're going to end up. You just need to move in what way feels called for you. If you're feeling called for a new phase of your life, if you're feeling called to level up, to amplify, to turn the dial up, to be brave and try something different, to close a chapter and open a new one, to pivot, to course correct, to transition from a phase of your life into a new one. If you're feeling called to turn this page, so to speak, let yourself feel into this. And don't cut this energy off so quickly with all the questions on the how. Well, how am I going to do this? How would I make money doing that? I don't have clients now. I don't have a business now. I only have X amount of followers. How would I do this? My job is in this city and I want to be in this city. Give yourself the time and space to play in this energy of where would I like to go and following the nudges as they come. I really do believe that you don't have to have this grand plan. This is my message for today. As I'm like sweating in my car. I really do believe that you don't have to have this grand plan of where you're going and how it needs to unfold. And you do not have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Nothing that I have done in my journey has been from a place of perfection. It has been me figuring it out as I go, figuring it out as I grow, as I get more clients, as I learn more, as I invest more, as my brain expands more, as I'm around people that are further along in their journey than me, and they spark something in me. I get a download, I get inspiration, and I am so grateful that I just moved. I just moved without having to know all the answers. I just was like, I'm being called this way. I'm being called to learn about this. I'm being called to change up something in my life. I'm being called to transition into a new phase of my life. And I'm so grateful that I just moved. I moved and I just trusted the process instead of being like, well, I can't move if this and this and this doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense. And I think we forget that part of it when we're playing in the magical realm, when we're playing in the daydreaming aspect of it, in manifestation. And this was a big conversation in Daydreamer of, if you're going to play with a big dream that is epic and magical and miraculous, you have to throw logic out the door. And I'm not like telling anyone to just go be not logical with life, but you have to be open for the magic. And can you be open for the magic if it involves you walking in the unknown just for a little bit? You might have to walk into the unknown, find a little bit of known, get a little comfy, and then be like, okay, I'm ready to move again. But my advice to you is, whatever goal that you have this year, whatever dream, how big it is, how grand it may seem, don't overwhelm yourself with the how. Don't let the how be the thing that is the reason why you start or you don't. Move to the next step. Just move to the next step. And the next step might be Googling a question. The next step might be watching a free masterclass. The next step might be showing up or following someone on Instagram who's doing what you want and looking at their feed. Don't make things so complicated to the point where you don't even begin, because then you're just cutting yourself out of the game before you even get started. And there is a learning curve. I believe that I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning so much about my business as I have a business. I didn't have all of this figured out when I started Elevate 88, and I'm learning as I go. And I love that. I love that I'm allowing myself the space and the freedom to learn while I still get to grow and evolve and be who I want to be. Instead of being like, until I learn all these things, until I know all of this, then I'm going to start accepting clients. Then I'm going to start teaching courses. It's like, no, I teach on what I know already, and I learn. And I learn and I grow, and the business learns and grows with me. It gets to all grow and evolve with me, instead of being like, one needs me to be in a certain place before I can get started. So if there is something that is calling you for 2023, my advice for you is to lean in. Lean in. What is that? What is that spark? What is that excitement? What is that inspiration? And can you give yourself the grace of being like, I'm open. I'm open to see where this is going to lead me. I'm open to see how this is going to go without needing it to be all figured out and perfect and 100% ducks in a row. I'm open to learn. I'm open to grow as I move through this journey. I promise you, if you do that, the answers will come. If you move, the answers will come. You have to get out of the reality that you're sticking in and that you're stuck in and that you're putting yourself in a box. As soon as you just open up one side of that box and step out, an answer will come. Something will come into your life that will help you move into the next phase. It all is here to work for you, but if you don't move first, then nothing can help. You're going to keep living in the current reality as you know it to be. It's like, I love that statement of, you go first, the universe responds. It truly is like something I live by, and I have evidence of this working for me again and again and again and again. I decide I'm ready for more. I start taking action and making choices in alignment to ready for more. I start showing up ready for more, and poof, the universe gives me more. I go first, the universe responds. I don't wait for the universe to be like, okay, cool, everything's structured and set up for you now, Tanya, come on in. The Elevate 88's created for you. Here you go. I'm like, no, I want to do this. I want to create that. It's not done yet, but I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to learn. I'm going to move. I'm going to play. I'm going to have trial and error. Things are going to work. Things are not going to work. I'm going to learn. I'm going to move. I'm going to have trial and error over and over again. And of course, doing this with someone who can support you, who has what you want, is the key, is the game changer, which is why I love being in a mastermind, and which is why I love having a mastermind to support my clients in whatever that journey is. Because we don't have to do this alone. We don't have to do this alone. And I used to, man. I used to do this shit alone. I used to do life alone all the time. I used to do life alone constantly. I was like proud to do life alone. And what I realized was it was just slowing me down. Like, doing life alone was just slowing me down, because instead of having someone who had been where I was and has what I desire, I had to learn it by myself. And when I'm in an environment where someone can guide me through to the next level, guide me through the unknown, and I get to lean on their confidence in me, I get to lean on the faith that they have for me and the evidence of it working out for them, I get to have someone to like grip onto in this like unknown. It moves you through so much quicker. And then you get results so much quicker. And then you manifest so much quicker. And you get through it so much quicker. So mentorship is an accelerator. Mentorship is the zoom to where you want to be. And it's the support. It's the guidance. It's the loving push, the motivation, the inspiration. It's there for you as a tool to use on the way to your dreams and goals. So that's my little message today, and I'm celebrating. We have so many people jumping into the Elevate Mastermind, you guys. I'm going to do a proper post to celebrate them. I'm sweating my ass off in this car, and I didn't want to turn it on just in case my sound went to Bluetooth and then my live didn't work. But I need to go because I'm hot as hell. But I'm celebrating everyone who has jumped into the mastermind so far, you guys. Like, I'm going to do a proper celebration for them individually in here and on my social media, so you'll see and we can celebrate with them. But if anyone is feeling called to jump into the Elevate Mastermind on either the entire year, which there is still one more spot at the 8K for the entire year, which is bananas. It's bananas. There's one spot left, so if that's yours, let me know. Or you can jump in for a 3-month plug-in. If you want to jump in for just 3 months, it is open now. It is ready for you. We are doing the work. We are showing up. They are asking the best questions in this mastermind, my clients, and everyone is benefiting from everyone's journey, everyone's story, everyone's questions. It's my favorite thing ever. So with that being said, I'm going to sweat my ass off and turn my AC on. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. If anyone has questions about the mastermind, slide in my DMs. Let's have a chit chat and we can see if it's the right move for you. It's not for everyone. So if it feels like the next step for you, we get to talk about it and you can ask me questions about it and see if it's the right move. All right, you guys, I love you. I will talk to you soon.